Hi, everybody. My name is Aditi Mittal. I'm a junior at Georgetown University, and this summer I had the incredible opportunity to work as an immigration writer with Latino Republic. Through this role, I have researched and written articles on different immigration legislation and policies at the federal level, especially the bills and regulations that have been debated or passed within the last 4 years. I've also conducted interviews with different NGO leaders in the US in order to hear their perspectives of advocates who work directly to protect and support immigrant families. These interviews and reports have provided an important avenue for me to raise awareness of immigrant experiences in the US and amplify the voices that are often drowned out or simply ignored in national conversations surrounding immigration. Through them, I was able to share the lived experiences, realities, and struggles that migrants face on a daily basis. My research into immigration law and policy has also expanded my personal knowledge on how these pieces of paper with just a few signatures on them drastically impact the lives of immigrants and migrants at the most fundamental level. For example, one of my articles focused on the First Act, a bill that was introduced in Congress earlier this year and that calls for the release of most migrants detained in detention centers during the COVID-19 pandemic. My research into this bill allowed me to understand the impact of detention on migrants in terms of mental health, physical health, family separation, and so on. In my most recent article, I delved into the intricacies and complexities of our country's asylum system, especially focusing on all the changes that the Trump administration has implemented in an attempt to essentially dismantle asylum in the US. I learned about the effect that these changes have had on families at our southern border, how they have endangered the lives of thousands of innocent people who simply want a better life for themselves and their families. Through this research on different topics, I have been able to transcend the simplicities of numbers, data, and statistics, and really confront the human aspect of these policies and the devastation and suffering that they cause. It's been difficult, but it's an important part of the process. My work with Latino Republic has also allowed me to uplift different voices. I've brought to light the voices of the legislators and the House of Representatives that serve on the Subcommittee for Immigration and Citizenship. I have delved into the personal background of these representatives, their lived experiences, and their voting records to create a comprehensive image of each representative. After all, it's extremely important that immigration advocates understand who is at the front lines of shaping immigration law at the national level and what their motivation is for pursuing the policies that they are pursuing. I brought to light the voices of immigrant families who are actually affected by these policies. The Latina woman who is stuck in the dangers of Mexico as she waits indefinitely for her asylum claim to be processed. The Latina woman who flees for her life from gender-based violence in her home country. And the solidarity of the young Latina activists with the Black Lives Matter movement. Their voices are important because in order to achieve change, we must understand what immigrants are actually experiencing. While my work has given me the opportunity to learn about and report on the social issues that plague our country's immigration system, Latino Republic has also taught me the importance of making room for the people who are working tirelessly to integrate solutions to these issues. That's why I've also brought to light the voices of different NGO leaders. Through my stories, I have highlighted their contributions in the fight to protect and advocate for immigrants in the US. I've spoken to the Leadership Conference on Civil and Human Rights to learn about the steps that this organization is taking to end the harmful detention of migrants during the current pandemic. I've spoken to Human Rights First to learn about how they are working to protect asylum seekers and refugees and helping them navigate our country's asylum system. These interviews have given me hope. At Latino Republic, we work hard to report the truth, the realities of human suffering. This reporting can be emotionally exhausting at times. It's so easy to feel discouraged or overwhelmed. In the face of this helplessness, though, the voices of NGOs are extremely important in answering the central question: what can we do to help in the face of injustice? I have found a community in Latino Republic with other young adults who are seeking to answer that same question. In our conversations and discussions, we have learned from each other about the challenges that immigrants face all over the country. I've learned about the conditions in states like Louisiana, Ohio, West Virginia, states that I previously knew very little about in regards to immigration. As a team, we have covered a distance from California to Maine in our reporting on immigrants in the US. My experience interning with Latina Republic has undoubtedly been an extremely important part of my life that I will always cherish. From a professional level, I have honed important skills that will be necessary in whatever field I decide to go into later in life. But the most important impact that it has had is certainly on a more personal level. My interest in immigration advocacy began when I attended a week-long university-sponsored immersion trip to the Arizona-Mexico border. I was a first-hand witness of human suffering, and it left me aching to do more. I found out about this internship with Latina Republic and absolutely fell in love with its mission of combining the power of storytelling with advocacy. Latina Republic's work has truly planted the seeds of passion in the next generation, my generation. We have an important responsibility as the youth in this nation to use our courage, dedication, and spirit of mind to fight for the issues we care about, reject passivity, and transform the status quo into a world that is fair, just, and equal. Latina Republic has given us not only the skills and knowledge about immigration to do that, but it has also given us the passion to continue this fight and carry it forward. Ultimately, this internship, by providing a platform for me to learn about and share the heart-wrenching stories of immigrant families in the US, has inspired me to pursue a career in immigration advocacy. I hope to build upon what I've learned in Latina Republic in order to work with more advocacy organizations in the future and eventually attend law school to become a civil rights lawyer so that I can gain the knowledge and skills to help immigrant families navigate a complex legal system to protect their rights. Latina Republic is an amazing organization with an amazing mission and an amazing group of people that are working to advocate for immigrant families here in the US. I am so grateful to be a part of this community and thankful for the opportunities it has given me and lessons that it has taught me. I'm so excited to continue my internship into the fall. Thank you so much for listening.